Hello and welcome, all you collectors, investors, junk hoarders, and tap lovers. My name's Spanish Graham, and I've been buying and selling collectibles and curios for the past 50 years. Today, we're going to look at the rising interest in 1960s and 1970s artists' prints. There's been a lot of speculation recently that this is an area that's really taking off, and you can see them getting snapped up at antique collectors' fairs and car boots and junk sales, with some really beginning to fetch a decent price now for what was something that you could see in charity shops for next to nothing. One of the artists, as I've featured in my other video, is George Han, and I thought I'd do a follow-up showing you some of the paintings that I've got of his. So we're going to look at a few in particular today, and I will give you a price of what I paid for them and give you a rough idea of what to look out for. George Han painted Parisian street scenes, views of the River Seine and views of London, and his works were widely copied into prints and distributed in those 1960s and 70s style frames that we all become familiar with. The key thing to remember if you buy one of George Han's works is to keep it in the original frame if possible, unless of course the frame is damaged beyond repair. In terms of what to pay at the moment, I would say if you get a nice clean picture, whether behind glass or printed on a litho board, £20 as a starting price has always got to be snapped up. However, I am seeing some of these pictures at the moment fetching in 50 to 60, especially for some of the rarer ones. So the key is, how do you know what the rarer ones are? Well, I would say scan eBay and look at what is fetching the money, and also put them on a watch there and see what actually people are speculating on and what actually sells and goes through. There's a lot of these on eBay that come up, and sometimes you think, well, I haven't seen that one before. If you're an amateur artist like me, then George hand paintings are absolutely ideal to study and unashamedly try and copy. They're simplistic in style, and you can really have a good go at trying to put your own impression there and create your own style. The next artist we're going to have a look at is Dallas Simpson. Now these are really hot at the moment, and I do see these getting snapped up. The paintings usually of sad looking children or poor wretched children in ragged clothes. They were really popular in the 60s and 70s. However, they are getting snapped up now. The ones you can see in this video, I paid £20 for the pair, but I thought that was a real bargain compared to some as I've seen priced up recently. Have a good look around again. eBay again is a good place to study and see what are these paintings fetching. The final artist we're going to cover today is going to be Francois Clavard, and I'm sure the pronunciation of that is terrible and somebody's going to pick me up on it. However, he painted some lovely French scenes, not unlike George Han's. His works are beginning to fetch a premium. The one you can see here I paid £40 for. Again, if I'm honest, I bought it to copy paint, but I'm sure as things like this are beginning to really hold their value. And if you're an artist and it inspires you, then it's absolutely fine. Oh, that's my alarm to tell me as my videos run for 4 minutes. And I'm trying not to run over 4 minutes to keep these videos precise and on point. I hope you found this informative. I hope as it will help you find a bargain at the antique fair. So for now, I'll bid you farewell, and don't forget to like, subscribe and watch my other videos. Keep collecting. Bye for now.